you think the message is, and do you think it's getting through to people?
You know, I don't even know how to answer that. We're just, as a reporter, we're just trying to report what's happening day to day. So we put out what we see and what we hear and what's going on and what people tell us, every day. And I know I get a lot of feedback on my Facebook page and Twitter about people's reactions to it. But, I don't know how effective the message is. I honestly don't know. I think that has to do with the people involved and how committed they are and how long they want to keep at it and what they can do. I just see it as it's starting to get a little redundant, from my perspective, that it's the same kinds of activities, and I don't know how effective that is. And, I think if the movement, really wants to make bigger inroads, it needs to take it to a different level, but I don't know what that level is. It's some kind of political engagement with decision makers. I don't know. That's up to the group. But, I just, as an observer and as a reporter, I'm starting to see some redundancy, and I know that the feedback I get from people who follow me on Twitter and on Facebook is they're seeing a lot of repetition, and there's some, a little bit of fatigue with the whole thing.
Do you feel like the message has been kind of consistent between the different locations, or have you noticed a lot of discrepancies?
No, I think the message has been fairly consistent, but you've seen different kinds of things. Like in San Francisco, the actions there have been a little bit different than what's been happening in Oakland in the past, and what's happened in Davis is a little bit different. So there's uniqueness to the locations. In Santa Rosa it was different. There's an Occupy encampment in Petaluma, and a lot of smaller towns. I just came from Hawaii on vacation, and there's Occupy Hawaii. So they all have, different locations and a little bit different methods of articulating their concerns.
And covering this, do you feel it's difficult to be impartial?
No, that's not difficult at all. I mean, the reason for that is we cover different things every day, not just Occupy, but everyone has bias. It's being aware of your own bias when you're reporting to just take note of your own personal bias and keep that out of your stories. I have to cover Democrats and Republicans and independents. I cover Tea Party. I cover Occupy. And I have personal feelings about all of those issues. But as a reporter, it doesn't matter. My opinion doesn't matter. My bias doesn't matter. I just report what's happening. And, viewers make their own decisions.